I'm going to tell you both what I've been hearing. Jay Gruden's going to get fired next week. Is it definitive? One cannot say that because Daniel Snyder doesn't have a history of letting a coach go in season. I think that the last time he did it was in 2000 or so. I think it was with North Turner. I got to double check that. But I think that's the last time he did it. Daniel Snyder knows what everybody else knows. Jay Gruden's quit on the Washington Redskins. Everybody in the building knows it. They expect him to be fired. He expects to be fired. And it is a foregone conclusion as to when that will happen, as to whether or not that's going to happen. He is gone. The question is going to be when. I was told last night that because the Patriots are up next, you don't want a replacement, some interim dude, maybe Callahan there, coming in and taking over the team, and then they got to go up against the Patriots. You play the Patriots. After you play the Patriots, then I think it's Miami that's up next, and that might be a better situation for you as a new head coach. But Jay Gruden knows he's gone. Everybody knows he's gone. It's just a matter of time when Daniel Snyder was pulling the trigger. But last night was the first time I had heard this could very well happen next Monday after a predicted loss at the hands of the New England Patriots.
As usual, if it waits till Monday, it's another bad move by a bad organization. And as I said, as much as I want Jim Dolan to sell the Knicks, because I love to be a Knicks fan, but I won't be while he's the worst owner in the NBA, I want Dan Snyder to own this team forever because I'm a Giants fan. I love this. Is a gimme. I mean, that would be monumentally stupid to wait till Monday to fire Jay Gruden. What you want to do is get at least an interim coach. Not take one of your coordinators, make him interim coach, because then you have an excuse to pull Haskins, right? You do not play Haskins against the Patriots. He wasn't ready to play the Giants. You think he's ready to play the Patriots? And think about, like when you say he quit on the team, Stephen A., to me it looks like this. Either he's asking to be fired, which I doubt.
He wants to, they did say there are people who believe he wants to get fired.
Much more likely to me, it was just naked, not opportunism, but like he's just selling everyone out to save his own job. Like it was, if you don't work out your quarterback with the ones, right? You give him no reps, you give him no chance to succeed. And then you yank the starter in the middle of a game and just throw him out there where you have injuries all over your offensive line. What that's saying is you have no plan, no nothing, just, here, save my job. Maybe I could throw something against the wall and it'll stick and Haskins will catch lightning in a bottle and I'll live for another week. That's so nakedly just in his own self-interest that the coach has got to go. But you got to do it now so that whoever's interim coach can yank Haskins. And now it's not like Haskins is in, Haskins is out, and you're already messing with the guy's head. Yeah. You can say that was a mistake by Jay Gruden. New guy says, nah, kid, not yet. And you can start grooming him to actually be quarterback of the team eventually.
It's difficult to talk about Jay Gruden. I totally agree with you guys that, look, that ship sailed before Haskins went in the game, all right? But here's the issue. Like, there's a tug and pull between ownership and coaching. The relative story has always been when I was in Dallas and how everybody talked about Jerry Jones runs the team and his coaches are puppets, right? From my experience when Bill Parcells and Wade Phillips was there, that was not the case, right? It was not the case.
Nobody ever questioned anything about Bill Parcells.
But what I'm saying is the narrative was that Jerry wants to be involved in everything. That's why the Dallas Cowboys can't progress. The thing we know about the Redskins, Snyder wants his guys. He sees guys in the draft. Stephen A., how long have we been talking about the Washington Redskins moves? Remember they gave Albert Haynesworth $100 million? Oh, yeah. And everybody was like, what the hell are they doing? Albert Haynesworth had a great season with the Titans the year previously. But everybody knew that paying $100 million to Albert Haynesworth was probably going to be a bad move. But Snyder trumped everybody.
Especially in that system. Haynesworth wrote for the Players Tribune later. I wish I hadn't done that.
He was in a 4-3 system, which he was the best in. And Snyder was like, no, we're going to bring him to 3-4. He's going to change his stripes and be the guy. Mm-hmm. The Washington Redskins has no identity. And they put Dwayne Haskins in the worst possible situation any player.
That's right.
Not just a quarterback. Any player. You didn't prepare me to play in an NFL game, and you put me in the game.
That's right.
So for
no first team reps.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So for
go drive in this car race for that seat.
Not just for Gruden, I'm not going to absolve the upper management because there had to be pressure there.
Let me tell you this, the other thing that I heard. Daniel Snyder, folks, close associates of his, this is what I'm hearing. They're reminding him, you had Sean McVay. He was your offensive coordinator. 14, 15, 16. You were 4-12 the first year. You went to the playoffs as a 9-7 team the second year. The third year, you went 8-7-1. And then he got the Los Angeles Rams job. You didn't have to let him walk out the building. You let him walk out the building because you didn't want to get rid of Jay. The belief is that Sean McVay was disguising Jay Gruden. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know. I don't cover the Redskins. Let me be very clear. This is what I was told. Jay Gruden's never had a strong work ethic. He ain't his brother in a lot of ways. He's never had a strong work ethic. He's never been on top of stuff like that. Sean McVay disguised a lot of his deficiencies, and Daniel Snyder is being accused by those privately of not being on top of it. So the fact that Sean McVay is in L.A. doing what he did is a further indictment because Jay Gruden is still on the job. That's why people have been saying, yo, you got to make this move. And that's why the belief is that, hey, this move is ultimately going to be made.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.